Hello all, welcome to Diamond's Divine Creations. I am your host, Diamond. Thank you all so much for joining me on today. I hope all of you are doing well and feeling well. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment because that is your free way of showing your support to help grow this channel. Today's delicious dinner recipe is going to be egg rolls as well as yellow rice. Okay, guys, so something simple. You may eat this as a snack. You can eat this with just your dinner or what have you, guys. So without any further ado, we're going to get started. Let's go through our ingredients and see what we're going to be cooking with on tonight. Obviously, you see here I've already pre-chopped some cabbage. Now, if you want your cabbage already shredded, you can buy the bags of coleslaw. It says coleslaw, but coleslaw is only cabbage, okay? And it comes in a bag of shredded cabbage with carrots, or what have you, okay? We also have our chicken breast pieces here, as well as I've already pre-chopped some onion, and as well as we have our carrots here. We're going to be using our mixed vegetables here, as well as we are using yellow rice, okay? And we have our egg roll wraps, okay, guys? So that's what we're going to be having tonight, guys. First things first, obviously, since I've already pre-prepped, then you all would do this on your own. Make sure your meat is washed and clean. Make sure your cabbage is washed and clean as well, guys, okay? So like I said, you can use a full head of cabbage and just chop it up to your liking. However, some people like that shredded type of cabbage in your egg rolls, and you can buy that pre-packaged if you want to, or either take you a head of lettuce and shred it yourself if you want to, okay? So we're going to get our cabbage on first, guys, okay? And then we're going to season our meat and get that on as well. Now we're going to be putting our meat in our egg rolls, okay, guys? So go ahead and get you a pot of water, okay? Go ahead and get it on. We're going to be using some extra virgin olive oil here. Add a little bit, about a half a teaspoon of olive oil to your pot of water, and let that begin to boil, guys, okay? And another little pan, we are going to put the contents of our cabbage in it. Let's scoop this over real quick, guys, okay? So I've already pre-chopped and washed my cabbage, guys, so I'm just going to be emptying this. And because I'm making a small portion, it depends on how much you are making, how much of, you know, this cabbage you're going to be using, guys, okay? So I'm going to empty the contents of my cabbage in the skillet that you're going to be using. I am going to fry this cabbage, not boil it, but fry it, okay, guys? Okay, so I'm going to season this cabbage up because I just like seasoning and flavor on my cabbage. I'm going to be adding a little bit of minced garlic to my cabbage, okay? As well as I'm going to be using garlic salt, okay? So sprinkle however much or little of that garlic salt that you want on your cabbage. I'm also going to be using lemon pepper seasoning, okay? Y'all will probably see me use this often. I know somebody somewhere sitting back like, oh my gosh, she used lemon pepper like all the time. Yeah, I know, because I like it. Thanks. So I'm also going to use a little bit of onion powder as well. Now, if you don't have olive oil, you can use butter, okay? Put your, like, 3 tablespoons of butter. This is garlic powder as well, by the way, guys, okay? A little bit of garlic powder on there as well for flavor. And use some type of seasoning salt, just a little bit, okay? You can use the Tajin seasoning, you could use the regular seasoned salt, or what have you. That looks like a lot of seasoning, but it's not, guys, okay? Trust and believe me, it's not. So again, with the extra virgin olive oil, we're gonna drizzle this over the top of this cabbage here, guys, and get that on your eye, okay? And let that cabbage begin to cook, okay? As soon as your rice or your water here gets to a boil, we're going to empty the contents of our package of yellow rice to our water. So it seems like that water is boiling pretty good, guys. So we're going to empty this entire contents to our water, okay? You only need about 1.5 cups of water, maybe 2 cups actually. 1.5 cups, 2 cups of water, guys, okay? Add that entire package of yellow rice to your pot here, okay? It has all the seasonings and flavor that it needs in the package, so you don't need to add any extra seasoning or anything to your yellow rice, okay, guys? Also, real quick, take your cabbage off your eye, okay? And we're going to be adding some onion as well as carrots to this cabbage. Okay, guys? Now, if you already buy the pre-packaged, and like I said, it's packaged as coleslaw, okay? But coleslaw, all coleslaw is cabbage, okay? If you buy that, it already has both the green and purple cabbage in it as well as carrots, okay? So you wouldn't need to chop everything. I had everything separate, so I chopped it up, okay? And we're adding it here, guys, okay? So empty that in there. I did leave just a little bit here to the side because I'm going to add this to my rice, okay? Now put this back on the eye, let it continue to cook, guys, okay? And we can go into seasoning our meat, okay? I've already washed that meat, guys. We're just going to be using a little bit of seasoning salt here, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of garlic powder, as well as the onion powder, guys, okay? And that's good enough on our chicken, okay? Give that a little mix around there. Get those flavors and those seasonings all blended in there on all that chicken together, guys. And we're going to set this aside till we get ready to cook these pieces of chicken. Now, you don't need a whole lot of these because we're going to chop them up, or you can chop them up or you can shred them kind of fine. You just want pieces of that chicken, okay, that we're putting into your egg roll, okay? So depending on how many egg rolls that you're making would determine just how many pieces of chicken. Now I'm using the chicken breast pieces. If you are using like a whole chicken breast, okay, you can take one chicken breast and you can cut it up into smaller pieces, like diced up pieces like this or what have you, and you can use as much or as little as you would like, okay? I want a little bit of Tajin on there as well. It's not required. You can do it if you want to. I just like the way that seasoning tastes, okay, guys? So we're going to sit our chicken to the side. We're going to wait till our cabbage is done, okay? Make sure you keep an eye on your rice, okay? You want to occasionally give it a stir, okay, just to make sure it's not sticking, which it shouldn't because we use that olive oil. In the beginning, guys, you can go ahead and dump that the rest of that onion and those carrots in there, okay? Let this cook for a little bit longer. We're going to let that rice get done just a little bit, and then we're going to add our mixed vegetables, okay? Because it doesn't really take long for those mixed vegetables to get tender and cooked in there or what have you, okay, guys? Okay, y'all, so as you can see, that rice is going, honey. We're going to empty the contents of our mixed vegetables in our rice, okay, and just give it a good little stir, just like so, and let all of those flavors blend in and cook together, guys. Now, if you want this yellow rice without your vegetables in there, then you can, you can prepare it like that just as well. It'll be just as good, okay, guys? You can also use that yellow rice for fried rice. Obviously, you would cook it the regular way, okay, and then you would fry it and add your vegetables to it, your soy sauce and other things like that, or what have you, okay, guys? Okay, y'all, so when your cabbage is ready, okay, and I meant to tell you, you don't have to let your cabbage cook for that long, especially if you still want that crispy kind of taste to it or what have you. You don't have to let it cook a long time to where it gets like really, really soft. That's kind of why it's called fried cabbage. Okay, but empty the contents of your cabbage into a side dish or bowl or something like that, okay? You're going to use that the same skillet, guys, okay? Spray it down with some cooking spray, okay? And we're going to add the contents of that chicken that we have, okay? Just empty that chicken in there and let your chicken cook brown on both sides, okay? And we're going to take that out and we're going to add it to our cabbage when it is ready. Okay, guys, we're going to flip our chicken for it to cook on the other side. Just like that. Now, everybody likes their meat a different way, but everything is well done over here, honey, okay? So, yeah, we're going to flip that over to the other side and let that cook until it's well done, guys. And then we can pull that chicken off of there and add it to our cabbage. Also, while your rice is continuing to cook, as you can see, it's just about ready, okay? Give it another good stir. Get those vegetables down in there, okay? That juice in there is going to begin to evaporate the more and more that rice is getting done. The juice and things are going to begin to evaporate, but it's really just about ready, guys, okay? Okay, y'all, while your chicken is cooking, you can begin to, like, kind of shred it, or really more so, like, chop it up into smaller little pieces or whatever. It's a lot easier to do this process after it's cooked or while it's cooking than it is to do it while the meat is raw or what have you. But, I mean, you can do it however you want to, but we're just taking our chicken breast and we're, like, cutting it into smaller pieces, okay, for the amount to kind of, for it to appear that we have more, okay? We can spread that in multiple different egg rolls, okay? Now, unless you want your egg rolls like that with, you know, huge chunks of chicken in there, it would be perfectly fine like that, okay? Especially if you're just making these for yourself or something like that. You need that chicken to stretch a little bit. You definitely want to, like, you know, cut them into smaller pieces so that chicken can stretch. So you can have that chicken in every bite of the, you know, in all of your egg rolls or what have you, and will stretch more, you know, to more egg rolls than, you know, just a couple or what have you. Okay, so just like that, guys. Okay, guys, so when that chicken gets done, we're going to add it to our cabbage. Okay, and we're just gonna blend it all together. And then we can begin to assemble our egg rolls. Okay, so just add that chicken in there and just kind of stir it in with the cabbage. And those carrots and that onion and the garlic we put in there. Okay, just like that, guys. And that is your egg roll mixture. Okay, okay, guys, so now go ahead and get your pot on, your pot of grease on, okay, and let it go ahead and preheat, guys. Okay, we're going to start assembling our egg rolls. Okay, and as soon as that get hot, we can start frying those egg rolls up. Okay, y'all, so get you a plate or whatever surface you're going to be rolling your egg rolls on. Dampen that plate, okay, guys, and don't drain that water off of that plate. Okay, now these are the egg roll wrappers, not spring roll wrappers, but egg roll wrappers. Okay, y'all, egg roll wrappers are thicker than spring roll wrappers. You kind of work with them the same, but they definitely have a different texture. Okay, and like I said, the egg roll wrappers are actually thicker than the spring roll wrappers. Okay, guys, so they come in sheets like this. Okay, so now if you would like a thicker type of what do you say, thicker, crunchier crust to your egg roll, then you can roll 2 of these at a time. Okay, but this is what one is like. Okay, so you're going to put it on your plate just like that. Guys, I have to be extra careful because I have nails, and trust and believe, I've done this so many times, and these things can rip up so freaking easily. Okay, now with your plate being damp, that egg roll wrapper is going to stick in place just like that. Okay, but on every one of these that you do, you want to dampen the edges of your egg roll. Okay, get you a spoon, and you want to put the your egg roll mixture in the center. And y'all, I like using a whole head of cabbage and doing it that way, because I just kind of like that full flavor of the cabbage and everything in my egg roll. When you have that shredded when you get the shredded cabbage or what have you, it's, even though it's cabbage, it seems like you just don't have that full flavor of cabbage in there. I don't know. Anyway, you can make these however you want to, guys. Okay, you can dress them up however you want to. Okay, but you want to put the contents of your egg roll in the middle of that egg roll wrapper. You actually can kind of scoot it down just a little bit to whatever end you're going to be rolling first. Okay, and so you're going to take one end, you're going to fold it over the middle part of that egg roll. Okay, and then you're going to pull up each side. Let me see if I can do this without ripping one, guys. Okay, it's actually because of my nails. Okay, pull up each side of that egg roll just like that, guys, and then you're just going to fold. Okay, continue to fold until you get to the other end of that egg roll. Okay, just like that. That's how you roll an egg roll, y'all. Okay? Ain't nothing to it but to do it, honey. Then you go on to the next one. Okay? Now, like I said, you can dress these, you know, there's no rules as to what you can and can't have in your egg rolls, okay? So, say if you're a pepper type of person and you want to throw you some peppers in there, or, you know, throw you, you know, whatever else you want in your egg roll, it is perfectly fine to do that, guys, okay? So, we're going to go on to the next one, and you're going to keep doing, you're going to repeat the process, keep doing this until you have all of your egg roll mixture mixed up. And I'm going to show you how you can add other stuff. It can literally be anything, guys, okay? Now I'm going to make the regular egg rolls for you all. This is the regular egg roll mixture that I'm using, but I like black olives, so I'm going to put some black olives in mine. Well, just like 1 or 2 of them or something like that, or what have you. And we're going to make the rest of them, you know, regular or what have you. Okay, so like I said, same process. You want to fold up the middle portion first, then fold in the sides. And make sure you press those down where there's, you know, if that the egg roll wrapper, paper, whatever you want to call it, is sticking together. Okay, guys? Just like that. Okay? And that's how you make an egg roll, y'all. Okay? Okay, guys, so we have all of our egg rolls wrapped and ready. Our grease is hot, so we can go ahead and start putting our egg rolls into our grease. Okay, so you can cook as, it depends on what size pan you're using. You can cook as many as you would like at one time. Okay, guys? So I'm going to put 3 in there. Okay? And we are going to let that cook. As you can see, our rice is done. Our egg rolls are going, guys. Okay? So before long, we're going to be ready to eat, honey. Okay? Okay, guys. So when you are ready and you feel like your egg rolls are cooked enough on one side, you can flip them over. Okay? And let them cook on the other side, guys. And that's all there is to it, to making egg rolls. I'm gonna finish these 3 up. We got 2 more to cook. Okay, our rice is done, and that's gonna be our dinner for tonight. Okay, y'all. So here's our finished egg rolls here. This is how your egg rolls should be looking when they get all crispy and done. We have those other egg rolls cooking right now, guys, and then we can fix our plates. Guess what, y'all? It's time to eat. Bon appetit. Grab you a plate because it's time for our dinner date. Go ahead, take you a bite because this is another Diamond's Delicious Delights. Thank you all so very much for listening and for watching. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.